Let us understand what is trading account. Business entities at the end of the year, they should ascertain what is their net profit or loss, right? For that, first of all, they should find out what is their gross profit or gross loss. So what is this gross profit? Gross profit is nothing but the difference between the selling price and cost of goods sold. So if you know what is your sales revenue and if you know what is your cost of goods sold, then you will be able to find out what is your gross profit. Okay, so what is cost of goods sold? I mean, for a trading firm, if you take a trading firm, finding cost of goods sold is simple. It is nothing but it is nothing but adjusting cost of goods still in hand against purchases. So I can say cost of goods sold is nothing but purchases minus, say, goods still in hand. So I'll say inventories, right? So for a trading firm, cost of goods sold is nothing but purchases minus goods which are still in hand. I'm defining them as inventories. Say for example, the purchases, I'm going to give the figures like purchases is like 1 lakhs. So we have purchase as 1 lakhs, that is 100,000, and let's say we have inventory. Okay, we have inventory as 15,000. So what is purchased is 1 lakh. What is still remaining, which was not sold, is 15,000. So we can automatically say the cost of goods sold is 1 lakh minus 15,000, that is 85,000. So this 85,000 is nothing but cost of goods sold. In short, it is COGS. Now this is this particular year position. Let's say next year purchases. Let's say this is year 1. Okay, year 1. In year 2, let's say the purchase is something like 1,50,000. Okay, purchase is 1,50,000, and I'm going to give some more information like inventory at the end of the year is 20,000. Then what will be the cost of goods sold? So here we have to apply, because the goods that were purchased is 1,50,000. What is still remaining unsold is 20,000. So let us not directly jump to a conclusion that cost of goods sold is difference between these two. No, because year 2 has some closing inventory of year 1, right? So in such case, we have to modify this cost of goods sold computation little bit. That is, I'm going to rewrite this as closing inventory. Closing inventory has been subtracted from purchases, right? So let me just rewrite this. I'm going to rewrite this as closing inventory, and that is a deduction. So what we did is less closing inventory. Yes, closing inventory can be deducted, but opening inventory should be added. So let me introduce a row here. So I have a row here. So here I'm going to add opening inventory. That's more important, right? So I have an opening inventory for year 1. There is no opening inventory, so I can say 0. Whereas for year 2, the closing inventory of year 1 will be the opening inventory, which is 15,000. So 15,000 already there, plus 1,50,000 has been purchased. So what is the total inventory, or what is the total items that are there? 1,65,000, of which 20,000 is still remaining unsold. So what is the cost of goods sold? It is simple. Opening inventory of 15,000 plus 1,50,000 minus 20,000. So it is 1,45,000. Okay, so this is how we find out cost of goods sold. Now if I carry, or if I give you some more information like what is your sales, okay, then it would be easy for us to find out what is the gross profit. Let me supply one more information. Let's say sales in year 1 is 1 lakhs. So you know sales is 1 lakhs, right? Cost of goods sold is 85,000. Then the difference between these two is nothing but your gross profit, which is 1 lakh minus 85,000. So you can say your gross profit is 15,000 in year 1. and let me supply you the sales figure in year 2. Let's say it is after or net of sales returns. Let's say it's something like 2 lakhs. If this is 2 lakhs, then your gross profit will be 2 lakhs minus 1,45,000. So you have it as 55,000. So this profit is called as gross profit because from this profit various expenses have to be deducted to know the net profit. Okay, so understand, gross profit is usually ascertained by preparing a trading account. Here what we have done is not a trading account, it has a structure. So let's go to the structure. In that structure, let me capture year 2 information only. Okay, so here we have the structure. Here we have trading account for the year ending, where we have to mention the year. Then we have debit, credit, then we have columns for particular amount. Okay, so there are some items that will appear on the debit side, some will appear on the credit side. So if you go back here, we have calculated cost of goods sold. And how this was calculated? It was calculated like opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory, right? So all this, I mean, using all the three information, we derived the cost of goods sold. But in trading account, you need not specifically find out cost of goods sold. You can present them, and that will help you to find out what is your gross profit automatically. So let's say I'm going to pick up year 2 information. The first one is opening inventory. So if I go to trading account, on the debit side I'm supposed to write opening inventory because it is going to be related with my sales. Remember or recollect your matching principle. So I'll say to opening inventory, right? What is the amount? Let me go and pick up. The amount is 15,000. Captured. Then purchases. That should also appear on the debit side. To purchases account. Let me go and pick up. Here we have purchases is 1,50,000. So total is 1,65,000. But out of this something has gone out in the form of sales, right? So when it goes out, it will also go along with profit. I mean, profit margin will be added. So what is the sales information we have? We have sales as 2 lakhs for year 2. So on the credit side, let me write by sales. Okay, I'll say by sales account. The amount is, we have 2 lakhs. Then there is unsold goods, so we call them as closing inventory, and the amount is 20,000. So now it will be easy for us to find out the gross profit. How? We just have to do the totaling. What we have to do is we have to see in which side we have a highest total. Let me check the total on the credit side. It is 2,20,000, whereas on the debit side total is 1,65,000. So we have to follow the total of credit side, which is 2,20,000. So both sides I'll be writing the total as 2,20,000. It means on the debit side there is a balancing figure. How do I find? It is 2,20,000 minus 1,50,000 minus 15,000. So the balance is 55,000. So what is this? This is nothing but gross profit, and this gross profit is basically carried down to profit and loss account, right? And I hope this also tallies, this 55,000 tallies with our calculation we have here. So let's summarize. In trading account, on the debit side we write opening inventory. Purchases are also written on the debit side, whereas sales are written on credit side and closing inventory is written on credit side. Apart from purchases, if there are any direct expenses, that can also be written on the debit side of the trading account. And if balance of credit side is more, then the difference is written on the debit side, like what we did here. This amount will be carried forward to profit and loss account on the credit side, and in case of loss, that is the debit side of trading account will be higher and that will exceed credit side, then that amount will be written on the credit side of the trading account and it will be transferred to debit side of profit and loss accounts.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it.
If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.